too late.
That'll be quick. BRB.
Okay. We're here for some D&D. I am your Dungeon Master, Mondo, and Pryler will BRB, but we've also got KO.
Hello.
I spelled your name right. I fixed it.
Yay.
Senataki
Hello.
and Simple Minded.
Hello.
And maybe Pryler's back. Yeah. Yeah, so we're playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, and last week we kind of wrapped up our character creation and actually started. Yeah. Should we wait for Pryler to come back before we recap?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Say hi, Pryler.
Hi, Prylor.
Oh, I just spilled coffee all over myself.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I startled you with my
You
voice.
did. You made me jump. Now I am horrified and mortified.
Oh, God. Which I'm not sure which one means which because I've already forgotten.
Mortified is embarrassed.
Embarrassed,
Horrified
yeah.
is scared.
All right, who would like to recap us on like what happened last week?
There was a meeting of adventurers in a tavern, and we had a wrestling match where I lost. Percy lost.
Yeah, you did. Percy did.
Yeah. No, to how do I pronounce it? Naragath?
Yeah, Nargath.
Yeah. But I let him win. So
Yeah.
it's all good.
Definitely.
Totally. And there was some great performances by a kobold. There was this mysterious halfling that did she have a pipe? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, you did have a pipe. I know you had a photo that you're like, this is what I'm doing. I don't know if the pipe was included.
Imagine
Doing
Strider,
all-
just tiny.
Yeah. Tiny Strider doing her thing. And then there was a person that came in, suspicious, fishy, I think was the word.
Mm-hmm.
Lady came in, and we talked, or sorry,
My name's
Kentora?
Kit.
Yeah. Talked to. I don't remember the name of the lady.
I don't think you guys
Maybe-
learned her name.
Oh
Placeholder.
gosh.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, her name was Placeholder. I listened to it again while I was doing some work, and I was like, "Yeah, we never got her name."
All right. Well, and then there were some guys that came in behind her. We noticed something was up. We kind of were playing it somewhat cool. I can't remember exactly how the rest of it. Anyone want to help me?
I enlisted you two big guys to help escort her elsewhere. She had to deliver a scroll case to Francisco, who was apparently in trouble with some fae, maybe, or dead. Nobody's seen him for a while. We went outside and a bunch of people died. Mysterious circumstances.
Yeah.
The lady died. We took her
Then-
scroll case.
Yeah. Then we got into the. What was the name of the? Was it boar? It just said boar in it.
Boar
I
and
can't
toad.
remember. Oh,
Boar and
Yeah.
Toad, yes.
the boar and toad, and we were figuring out how to open the scroll box
Case.
case. Sorry, scroll case box. It's
Different
wooden,
nuances.
and I tried to talk to it because it was like living.
It's like a tree branch.
Yeah, it didn't like me, and then it didn't like KO more, so it actually opened because we intimidated it through
Yes,
my
you did.
speech. We intimidated the little scroll case. Though Nargoth did threaten to chop it.
I really wanted to ask it a question.
Yes.
And we got the note, and it looked like it was I could discern that it was druidic.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right?
Yeah,
Druidic?
druidic. Yep.
All right. And then we were going to set out to the Moonreach Tower,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was called, because I had heard in my time here that there is uh, a Furbolg druid that lives there.
Yeah.
And I think that's that.
Yeah. And you'll see I put the actual scroll in the
Yeah, I see that.
journal so that you can see it. It just says scroll. And it's in item handouts and other random oddities, which is where I'll put item handouts and other random oddities.
Oh yeah, and she put it back into the box and it sealed up.
Yes.
Sorry,
The scroll
case.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. So you guys were thinking about heading towards Moonreach Tower.
Yes. So, what time of the day is it? Is it nighttime?
It is
Because I was thinking of sleeping.
it's late afternoon or like mid-afternoon. Yeah, it's like mid-afternoon.
I guess.
Mid to late.
Hey, hey, kid.
Hmm.
You want to set out sometime in the morning? It's getting pretty late, and I don't know exactly how far Moonreach Tower is.
I wouldn't think it would be that far because it's just the afternoon. But yeah, you can set up Kip or stay here.
Well, I got lodge at the library or church.
You sleep in a library?
Yeah, they kind of hooked me up with a little cot.
Is it made of books?
What, they have books? What'd you say?
I said, is it made of books?
I mean, there's lots of books in there. Not the cot isn't made out of books. No.
Okay. Yeah, we can go to sleep really early.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, you could go to
I
bed early and
guess-
sit out in the morning. That that works.
I had it in my head that it was later. My bad.
It's okay, Grandpa. We'll go to sleep now.
I mean, it's raining, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe tomorrow will be a little cleared up.
That is true. Wouldn't want to get your instruments wet.
Yeah, and you wouldn't even need to like necessarily go to sleep right now. We could just say that you guys do other things to pass the time in the
Yeah.
afternoon, and then yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps I would go to the library and actually figure out where exactly Moonreach Tower was, so that we're not just,
Sure.
starting out in some random direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that. There are librarians there. There's like like certain library priests, I guess we could call them. Let's call them that. The library priests are there. And when you return, they're like, "Oh, well, welcome back, Mr. Percival. We did change your sheets as requested."
Well, thank you. Do I know the one that gave me that information?
Yeah.
All right. Say I go over them and like, excuse me.
Yes.
You know that druid you were talking about that lives in the Moonreach Tower?
Yes, yes.
Do you know where or how I could get to the Moonreach Tower? Or what direction? And how far it is?
Oh, absolutely. It's yeah, I mean excuse me. Pardon me. I have a little book dust caught in my throat. They say that the best way to go there would be to take the roads down to Oakheart and then come up the Crystal Lake, like the or around the coast of the Crystal Lake. It's about give or take 20 miles or so. It's quite a trek. I suppose one could try trekking directly through the woods, although they are dark and gloomy, and that would probably be, as the crow flies, no more than 5 miles or so. Is that where
And
you're thinking of heading
are
there?
these woods around here typically dangerous?
Well, you know, some folks say they are. But are they? Really? I mean, a lot of these people are very superstitious, but there are quite a few towns nearby. It's not typical for anything very dangerous to live so close to the towns, although, you know, there have been, you know, the occasional owlbears, goblins, all sorts of, you know, strange creatures. But I wouldn't say they're particularly dangerous, but I wouldn't be caught alone there at night, and I'm not even superstitious.
All right, so it seems like the best plan is to stick on the roads for the most part. Oh,
Yeah, if you're
thank you.
superstitious, yes.
Not entirely superstitious, but I'm not the only one on this journey, so I'll have to bring this information back.
Excellent.
Yeah, I will exit there or whatever, and go back to the boar and something.
Boar and Toad.
Toad.
Okay, and the gentleman you talked to was, let's give him a name. His name is Creed and Nail, and he is
Creed.
a library custodian. Not like a janitor custodian, but
Like a groundskeeper.
um, more like a caretaker.
I got you. I'm just
Yeah.
listening.
Okay. He's the library's Lorax.
All right, so I guess I go up to Kit. Or what is Kit and what is everyone doing? What is Nagath and oh man, I can't remember. Sneva. So that's it. What is everyone
Snezza.
doing? Snezza?
Eating.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just kind
Snezza.
of. I'm just probably having a meal before getting ready to retire
Alright.
for the night.
Yeah. Well,
I have put my instruments into my room and went to Macy's Goods and Sundries to see what stuff we might need.
Sure. You are greeted in Macy's Good and Sundries by a by a youngish man. He's wearing a apron, and as you step in, like a little bell rings, and he just says, "Welcome to Macy's Goods and Sundries. How can I help you?"
Do you have any lanterns?
Lanterns? Of course, we have lanterns.
How much for a lantern?
How much indeed, my small friend? What sort of lantern are you in the market for today? We've got your typical standard lantern. It looks like, and he shows you like just a regular lantern, glass all around. And we also have this these lovely bullseye lanterns. You can open the shutter, and you can just like one beam of light, so as not to wake up the rest of the family if you need to step out to the outhouse in the middle of the night. No need to wake everybody, right?
The glass one.
The all glass lantern.
Yes.
The lantern is 5 gold pieces. It comes with a hood, so that you could hood it. And once lit, it burns for 6 hours on a flask of oil. This is a nice model. It's made by Cheap and Keel, the Dwarven Tinkers. They do great quality work. It came straight from Hilford, from their shop.
I'll take it.
What did I say their names were? I forgot already.
Cheap and Keel.
That was it. Cheap and Keel.
He will offer the 5 gold coins.
Mm-hmm. It comes with a flask of oil, and I'll throw in an extra flask of oil because I love your hat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can interest you in?
I think that this is good.
Excellent. Well, you have a good day and come back to Macy's Goods and Sundries anytime. We are more than happy to help you with any of your shopping needs.
You will he will give the gold coins and get his items and
Mm-hmm.
give a bow when leaving, and we'll head back to the Born Toad.
Okay. All right, yeah, you get back to the Boar and Toad, no problem. It's now a little later in the day with all of the library and shopping. So unless there's anything else you guys wanted to do or needed to do, we could just doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo to the next morning.
Yeah, I relay the information I got as well to everyone about
I
the
hold up the lantern
traveling.
triumphantly.
Kobold with a lantern. That's not something you see every day.
He figures that not everyone can see in the dark, so
Mm-hmm.
he thought that it would be helpful if they had lanterns too.
It definitely would be, yeah.
What an educated kobold.
I gotta say, you're definitely you're breaking all of the kobold stereotypes in
Well,
a good way.
his backstory kind of he wasn't raised by kobolds.
I'm gonna end up being the real kobold.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you guys take the night,
Kobold in disguise.
you rest, and you wake up relatively early in the morning. It's dawn. I don't know if you plan on sleeping later or not, but it is dawn.
I wake up early to eat more,
Yeah,
which all I'm doing.
yeah. The Boar and Toad puts out like a pretty good breakfast spread. They kind of have like sort of like a continental. Well, it is. It's like a continental.
I was gonna
breakfast,
say they
yeah.
have a continental breakfast.
Yeah, there are some There are some pastries. They're not like
It's not like a
super-
buffet style.
Yeah, it's definitely like a buffet style.
Oh,
The
cool.
pastries aren't like anything special like you'd get at a fancy place, but they are warm and delicious. And there are boiled eggs. There is bacon. There's some sort of porridge, chunks of bread and cheese, fruit.
It's an all you can eat.
Pretty much. You've noticed that like when people get a little too crazy, like they're just like, "Sir, please leave some for the other guests." But
Yeah. You got two fucking huge people.
I know.
I was about to say, yeah. I get stopped as I pick up the whole tray and walk away.
Exactly. Like you grab the whole thing of eggs and just like walk away. It's like, sir.
As you guys approach, they're like, "Quick, get more eggs."
But I mean, I've been at the Hogsfoot Cove for a while, so I kind of, or actually, I've been with not only here, but like in several inns and stuff for a while. So like, I know the customs, and I wouldn't, grab a whole bowl or whatever. So I know to not eat so much, but I'm fucking huge, so I gotta sustain myself, so I do grab more than the average person.
Yeah.
I eat exactly as much as he does.
Nice.
I definitely wake up a little bit earlier than like super early so that I can head down to like the docks and let like my boss know, hey, I've got some work. I'm gonna be back out for a bit.
Oh, sure. No worries. We'll save your net for you.
Yeah, I'll be back in a few days, hopefully. This seems like basic, just guard stuff, Big guy do the protect stuff, maybe.
Sure, it seems like it's something right up your alley.
Since we're naming people today, what's my boss's name?
Ah, your boss's name.
No, I don't ask them that in character.
Right, no, I know. Just still...
Hey, boss.
So, can everyone change their names on Roll20 on the bottom to be that of their character?
How do we?
Can we?
Yes,
Yeah,
you absolutely can.
Oh,
In chat, I clicked mine as, and then it was as Prylord,
Oh, yeah,
but now
that's
I'm
right.
as person.
See, I
It
did
just
mine
helps.
and it didn't change.
Oh, weird. Wonder if there's.
I
a
think you have to
setting.
actually change your
Oh,
display
there's the
name. in
display name.
settings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's your out of character name.
That's too long.
So your boss's name is Brock Smith.
Mine just switched to Prylord when I hit my settings.
Yeah, you guys are clicking where it says like as, and then it has your name, and then there should be your character in there.
Yeah, for some reason when I hit my cog, it reset the name on the bottom left. Wait. Now you look like KO.
Yes. I can look like
There's two of them.
anybody.
There's two of them.
There you go.
Maybe I'll leave my name as DM.
DM is me.
DM is me. Okay. The rain has stopped. It is not raining. Let me turn off that rain sound.
I couldn't even hear the rain sound. Wah.
Maybe I need to turn it up a little. It's
Are
on
you
the-
in
Yeah, it's on the
Sirenscape?
Sirenscape. Yeah.
Yeah. All I hear is like a droning noise in the background.
I had to relink my account. It like unlinked itself. I hear people talking.
Yeah. Let me if you came in after certain things were playing, unfortunately, like sometimes it doesn't play them before you going forward. So
Let
I
me.
stopped it and restarted it.
Okay, I had it closed or opened for like since last time we played. So let me.
Okay. Don't do that. That'll freak you out, man.
It did. I woke up like, what the fuck is that noise?
I have been sitting here for like hours after a game with my headphones on, like doing other stuff, and I'm
Okay,
just
you can
like,
refresh
wow,
it.
it is really pouring out there. And when I go to look, like it's like the sun is out, and I was like, what the hell?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I didn't put his. Why didn't I? I went to copy and
I
paste his name.
think I'm connected and I don't hear a thing. But that made me just. I wish there was a way for me to refresh.
Yeah, it's still technically a beta, the web player. Brock No Tongue Smith is your boss. He does have a tongue, but that's just what they call him.
Good old no tongue.
Okay, do you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
We're in a tavern, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Or maybe a marketplace.
It's like a marketplace, yeah. All right, so it is morning. You guys have met up. You've eaten as much breakfast as you could possibly want to eat.
At the table, I'd be discussing. I guess I'd be like, so, what do you, what path would you guys rather take? The shorter path that's through the forest, or stick to the roads? Maybe a safer path, but it's like 4 times, maybe 5 times as longer.
The
Anyone?
most direct one.
Most direct one? That's what I was thinking. I prefer traveling through the forests.
Yeah, I'm pretty down for just going straight there.
Okay.
And you, Sneva?
Sneva will nod.
Alright. And that's it. The most direct route we take.
Excellent. So we'll change up to some foresty sounds. And let me get my... I'm going to take your characters off of this here.
Oh no.
And what we're going to have now is the torch of player.
The party torch?
Yep, the party torch.
Which could be the lantern he just bought.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys get your stuff together. You exit the town area of Hog's Feet Cove, leaving behind the lovely people who you've hung out with for a little bit. I mean, you're in the Grey Mill District, so it's not much of a walk to actually get out of town.
Yeah. As Percy reaches the grass and like kind of just gives a good stretch and like stretches his feet into the grass as well, and just takes a deep breath and then continues.
Yeah. There is a bit of a road that will take you to the forest. You know, you could either continue to take that road or you can, you head down into the forest. And it sounds like that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll.
I heard there's an owl bear in here, so I want to find it.
Owl bears
find you
are
first.
dope.
I'm gonna persuade it to be my mount.
Are you guys
It would
just
have to be a big owlbear for us to have a mount.
Is it gonna
Just think
carry
how
you on its
terrifying
shoulders?
that would be.
Or are these are all fours or bipedal owlbears?
I was thinking like bears. So it's like I don't know.
I think they can go both ways.
Yeah,
They can.
bears.
Owl bears are dope.
I guess if you want to die.
Makes me think of Dauntless. Anyways,
Does the forest start out like super thick, or is it like kind of trimmed down towards like the city side and it slowly thickens?
Yeah, by the road, it slowly thickens. Like once you get to like what's officially the gloaming wood, that from what you understand is pretty thick and very dark, which is why they call it the gloaming. It like looks like it's always twilight there. But as you guys are heading down the road towards the wood, something happens.
Oh no.
Yep. Let me close this. I've had this scroll open on the window like forever.
is it harpies?
It is not harpies. Thank goodness you guys are still first level. We need to fix that. As you guys are walking, two people step out into the road. There is a woman. She looks kind of burly, and she's got a club. And there is another woman with her. This woman holds a longbow. She's kind of got it like she doesn't have it like pointed at you, but she's definitely got like an arrow half drawn. She's got it pointed down. She also has a short sword at her side. She appears to be some sort of pale elf-looking person. The other person is a human. And as I said, well, let me blow them up for you.
Vampires.
That is the elf woman, and this is the human woman. She doesn't look like that, like all concerned, but
Yet.
yeah, she does
Yeah.
have she's got a club, and
That's what she's gonna look like when her friend's head explodes from the vicious mockery of our bard.
the elf woman takes a step forward. Excuse me. I believe you have something that belongs to me.
Something that belongs to you?
Yes.
We're just mere travelers.
One of my people reported that you met with the young girl yesterday, and after she was killed, you absconded with her scroll case. Is this true?
I don't know of any box you speak of.
No, you don't.
Any girl?
Una.
You must be mistaken.
You don't remember Una.
Una. Does that name ring a bell to any of you?
No.
Never will just shake his head.
My man was quite clear that it was no ordinary group that was involved in this theft. It was a furbog. I could see he was wrong when he said half-orc. A very small lizard folk. And a halfling. I see my man's probably not as bright as I thought he was. He was right about the furbog and the halfling. So you're telling me you don't have the the scroll. It would have been encased in wood, hard to open.
Maybe your man was right, and it was a half-orc, and he absconded with your case elsewhere. We're going on a picnic. If you could just go away.
She kind of tenses a little bit more with the bow. I'm sure you would mind if I asked to search you, but I'm afraid I need to insist. This is of great import, and it's imperative that I retrieve that scroll.
Are you a guard? What authority do you have to search us?
What legal grounds do you have to just search random people on the road? Who are you?
I have the authority of the Raven Queen, she says as she raises her bow a little further. And that is all the authority I need. If you will not hand it over or submit to be searched, I will attack you. And the girl with the club behind her is kind of kind of pumping herself up. She's not as big as she thinks she is, but she's kind of big.
It's the Raven Queen.
I didn't know birds had queens.
Yeah. Sneva, are you a kobold king? Do we have authority here?
Here's the Dragon King.
Oh.
Neva will just shrug and be like, no?
Okay. I'm giving you to the count of 3.
Oh, you
Alright.
can count.
1,
Lady, you don't want to really do this.
2.
Trust me.
Since she's counting,
Okay.
Yeah.
can I do a spell or no? Or is it all initiative?
It's gonna be all initiative. It's like she's ready for you guys to
All
either
right.
run or.
Yeah,
Do
I
something.
figured as much. That's what I was just seeing.
Yeah.
My initiative remains sad.
My initiative remains.
Nice.
Fucking, if I can figure out how to do it. There we go.
Send this roll. Turn.
Oh my god, mine sucks.
No valid token.
Oh shit, I got a 19. That's with the +1.
Oh, come on.
All right, there you are. What'd you get before? An 18. Let me fix that. And we need to get Sneva on there as well, right? Yes.
Snova.
I forgot to select my token first.
I did too.
Oh, he moved.
What are Naragath's and Sneva's dexterities?
Do you want the modifier or the main score?
The main score.
13.
16.
Okay.
And is
That
Neva
would be
supposed to be there, or?
No,
Does
I
Sneva
just
need me to move?
I just needed
Okay.
to see. Yeah, I just needed to see the add turn on the menu.
Because I was like, I don't know if I'd put yourself there.
Okay. I started some fight music. And yeah, she absolutely, as soon as she sees you breathe a way she doesn't want you breathing, she tries to make you stop breathing, and she will try to take a shot at Percy with her longbow.
And
will
it's a
miss.
whiff.
Yep. And that will end her turn. Percy.
I'm sorry, I gotta change the turn order real quick. I didn't have it scrolled right. All right. I am going to hit her with a sacred flame.
Sure. She does make
Ooh.
the save.
Motherfucker.
She steps out of the way of your sacred flame.
And I will end my turn because I forgot what I was gonna do.
Sneva will. Where? Oh, okay. Dissonant Whisper on the mace user.
Okay. She cocks her head like a poodle as she hears something in her head. And then she just kind of shakes it off. I'm gonna give you guys a heads up that like Roll20 seems to have lately been very unfairly advantaged towards me as a DM. We'll see how it goes, but I have not been. I crit on a lot of people last night. I was feeling really terrible about it because these things hit hard, and I was like, "Oh my god, another crit! This sucks." But yeah, so she kind of shakes it off. The Dissonant Whispers, when she is that like a half damage if makes save, and she doesn't need to run, right? Okay.
If I remember correctly, it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, so she.
Unsuccessful. Yeah, takes half damage.
Yeah, so she shakes her head like shaking it off, and she just kind of like puts her hand like over her eyes, and she's like, ah! She did not like it, but she does not run. Naragath.
Can I reach her?
What is your move?
30.
Yeah, you could reach her.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
You'd get right next to her if you wanted to. Like, on the side. I mean, you can definitely reach her from almost any point, but...
So I'm going to move up here
Mm-hmm.
and make an attack, but it's... How does disarm work if I wanted to, like, basically knock her bow out of her hand?
It technically doesn't. You would need to have something that would actually, like a feature that actually lets you do that.
Okay. So, like, I couldn't, like, target her bow with an attack.
Right. Because there are special features that some characters get.
That let you have a cold shot or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, if you knock her out or kill her, I mean, she'll definitely drop the bow.
Well, he could try to grapple her, right?
Yeah.
Is that like an athletics check for grapple?
It would be it would just be an attack.
Okay.
It would sort of be like an unarmed strike. So you would just roll like a strength check by just clicking on your strength, and that would be the attack against her armor class to see if you grab a hold of her.
Oh, I thought it was opposed.
It'll be opposed when she
Dex.
tries to get out.
Break out? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Cool.
That's screwed. I'm just gonna attack her.
Yeah.
No.
No.
And then that'll end my turn.
All right. A guy steps out of the trees here. He looks shady as hell.
It's because he's under a tree.
Yes. Exactly.
I get it.
And he is armed with some sort of ranged weapon. Let me pull up the bandit character sheet. I put all of their weapons on one sheet just because it's easier. This was Mr. Short Sword Light Crossbow guy. He's going to shoot at Naragath with his light crossbow. Jesus Christ, this is what I'm talking about. Oh. This is what I'm talking about.
Does he have that much health?
I don't think so. I think he is unconscious.
I
God.
have 13 hit points, which means I am at -1.
Oh wait, or I could do this.
Don't forget your cards, guys.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
cards that you might be able to
Right.
use to do something.
Card do I have?
And we also got an inspiration point that we're still allowed to use.
Mm-hmm. And I did this since I made affiliate. I've been like tooling around with like stuff to do, and there is, I don't know who's got a lot of I call my channel points gold pieces. You can grant advantage to a player by spending, I think it was like 1,200 channel points or something.
So I actually have something for this.
Okay, yeah.
Stone's Endurance.
Yes.
How do I roll that, or do I just roll a d12?
If you can hit the little word bubble, just post it into. Okay, so. All right, so you would just roll a d12. If you look in the player tools, you can just hit the dice bag there. Roll a d12.
Let's subtract that.
Plus number of dice 1. How do I add to it, or? So
You'll
will be
just
a
add
+3.
you'll just add your +3 to it after. Yep.
So 5 less.
5 less.
So I'll be at 4.
Yeah, that's better. That's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to change. Hold on.
Keeps you up, which is huge.
If I add to that roll, would that help him more?
Add to it with.
My inspiration card thingy.
What do you have? Like a plus 1d6?
Yeah.
That's just for attack rolls and saving throws and skill checks.
Okay.
Pretty much any d20 roll.
Okay.
Am I able to use my inspiration card? Because it allows me to gain a racial or class feature, which is what Stone's Endurance was, that would require long rests. That way I could do that again if I have to. Just because that hurt.
Baby, stop it. They're allowed to make noise next door, man. It's not bad. Everything's fine. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be the end of that guy's turn, and you are still up, so that's good. Kit.
I'm gonna try and hit her with my bow.
Yeah.
Would it be a sneak attack?
Yes, it would count as sneak attack damage with Naragath right in front of her. That hits. She takes 12 points of damage. She cries out. She is not happy with that.
Told you to just go away.
You did. Baby, come here. Stop it.
Hear
Okay.
the wolves in these woods, man.
I know, they're crazy. These wolves are crazy with wolves. This other guy steps out of the tree line and he growls as he charges a little bit towards Percy, not too close, and he is going to throw a hand axe at Percy. Jesus. Well, he hits you with it, but only for 2 points of slashing damage.
Thick skin.
Merely a flesh wound.
It's just a scratch.
And then this lady here, she is going to, Stop. There's absolutely nothing going on. I promise you that. She's going to try and hit Naragath with her club. Oh, thank God. Yeah, she completely misses. I was a little worried. Okay, good. Good. End of the first round. Okay, she is going to disengage from you. Or is she? Gianna! Chi! Stop it. She's just mad because I'm playing D&D. She always gets like this.
Well, when have you ever run a game for her?
I've tried. She can't grab the dice right. She suddenly vanishes from where she was standing. She just goes like poof. And she reappears here. And she is ghostly and translucent as she reappears and fires a longbow
I told you she was a vampire.
arrow at Kit. She misses.
I blow raspberries.
Nice. Percy, it is your turn.
She's still looking. What? It's like mystical or whatever.
Yeah, she looks ghostly and translucent.
Translucent.
Yeah, she still looks that way.
Hold on. Let me see what. Oh, there's a bonus action. All right. I am going to cast.
Ooh, can you heal?
Yeah. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna run over to Nargath.
Mhm.
Nargath.
Okay.
And I'm going to cure wounds. Level 1.
Mhm.
And do I get? Hold on. Don't I get? Does it automatically put the bonus from my being a Healy cleric? I forget what the cleric of light or whatever.
Let's see. Let's check. Don't start barking again. I see you walking away.
I'm trying to see where it is.
Regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So it did not. So he's going to be back up to full.
All right.
And we can try to fix that in post so that it automatically does that. So that would have been 12 points back to him instead of yeah. So he's up to full.
All right. Cool. And then. Okay, how many spells can I cast? Where does it say that?
Okay, you could cast one spell and one cantrip. One of them has to be a bonus action.
Okay, but I mean like in total, like before I long rest again or sleep.
That would just depend on your spell slots. Your first level, so you probably have 2. Yeah, you have 2 spell slots.
Oh, okay, I have 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have one remaining.
Yes.
All right. In that case, I'm not gonna. Well, I can't right now, but I don't think I have any cantrips that are bonus actions right now, anyways. So I will end my turn.
Okay. Sniver.
He is going to whisper at the longbow user.
Okay.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Ooh. Yeah, she cries out in pain. and takes 6 points of psychic damage, or 9 points. I'm sorry, 9 points of psychic damage. She rolled a 6. She takes 9 points of psychic damage. A trickle of blood comes out of her nose, and she wipes it, and she's just like, "You made me bleed my own blood." She doesn't actually say that. She's in a lot of pain.
What else would you bleed? Because I don't have any bonus action cantrips, so...
So,
Okay.
before I do anything, I want to use, because talking is a free action, I'm going to turn to first and go, "Don't worry about me, protect the squishies," and then I turn and I swing at this, at her.
Okay.
He called you squishies.
It's
Gonna shoot him next. I'll show you squishy.
Okay, that will miss her.
It's because of your thin skin.
How high does it need to be to land a hit?
Can I add to that with my card?
You absolutely could.
Okay, I wanted that. I have a big ass card.
Oh man, a big ass card. Naragath, go ahead and roll a 1d6.
dice bag, d6, 1.
Yeah, that will push you over the edge. That hits her.
Okay, so roll damage.
Naragath, what does it look like when this big lady with her club is no longer with us?
So I sink it into her left shoulder, and it goes kind of down into the chest a little bit, and I just slowly pull it out. Turn and look at this dude. How do I? The dude down here, and give him a little wink.
Okay.
The one that shot you?
Yeah, the one that shot me.
Mhm.
And I can still move.
Yep.
So I'm gonna move up to him,
Mm-hmm.
and then end my turn.
Okay. As you're moving towards him, he starts fumbling with his longbow, but he can't get it up in time, so he just... Oh, terrible. So he is going to instead try to hit you with his short sword. Gee.
It's okay. It happens to everyone.
Baby. That will hit for 7 points of piercing damage.
Who are you shooting at?
He stabbed Naragath with a short sword.
Oh, okay.
I would like to use my card
I read that as true.
Mm-hmm.
to regain my Stone's Endurance and then use
Oh,
that.
damn.
Sure.
Because fuck this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck that guy.
D12. D12 plus 3.
So, this guy shot you, like, bad. And you just kind of looked at him, and then, like, your friend touched you, and you seemed really good. And you came running at him, and he stabbed you, like, what he thought was really good. And he kind of smiles, and then he looks very nervous and upset as he realized you are not hurt at all from that. And, yeah, he's a little scared. Kit.
It's still all like ethereal or whatever.
Yeah, she's translucent and ghostly.
Okay, because I can't see the other dude. So I will move. How far can I move?
You're a halfling, you can move up to 25 feet.
Where's the ruler?
It is the circle with a little line thing right underneath the magnifying glass.
And this is a bad guy, right?
Yep. He's the guy that
Yeah,
won
whatever.
that hand axe at Percy. Shooting at him?
Yep.
You hit him. He takes 6 points of piercing damage. Arr! Okay. He looks down at the arrow in his side, and he just growls, and he whips a hand axe at you.
Ooh.
He was so angry, he threw it so hard, it landed in the dirt like a foot behind him. And then he comes running at you with his big battle axe, but he's unable to attack with it because he did that already, and so he's just standing there now. Back at the top of the order, this lady here, she is definitely not happy with the turn of events. This wasn't going as well as she had thought it would. And she also kind of, she becomes a little solid. Well, not a little solid. She becomes like, she looks like she did before she did that teleport thing. And, she's really mad at Sniva. Sniva, like, you heard her pretty good with that, with those dissonant whispers. So she is going to draw a bead on you and shoot at you. Oh, Jesus. And she hits.
Not the
For
hat.
4 points of piercing damage. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's half of my health. That's not too bad.
I mean, it could have been worse. I was worried that it was going to be worse.
Oh, I was also worried that it could have been worse.
I was like, please don't one-shot him.
That could have done 10 damage and instantly knocked me out.
Yeah. And that will end her turn. She is like surveying the battlefield and wondering what the best thing she's going to do. What she's going to do next. Percy.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and hit her with a Sacred Flame.
Sure.
Alright. Oh, wow. It's real good damage there.
It may not be the best damage, but she takes it. She cries out as she's bathed in light. And she's just like, oh!
Enjoy the sunburn.
He hates it!
Man. 1 damage. That was really anticlimactic.
Yes.
How far is Sneva? Actually-
I'm 30 feet away.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Sneva.
Okay.
And then I'll end my turn.
Well, Neva's not happy that he got shot with a bow.
Yeah, now currently you are protected against people attacking you. They have to make a wisdom saving throw first. If you make an attack or cast a spell that affects an enemy or deal damage to another creature, that spell ends.
Ah,
So you could be helpful. I mean, you could do what you want, but you might lose the sanctuary if you attack somebody.
I did not realize he was right behind me in the turn order. I probably should have thought of that.
well, to be fair, while he would like the sanctuary, he is also very upset that he that he just got his outfit a bit bloody.
Sure. All right, so you're like sanctuary, smanctuary. Is that aimed at Our Lady here?
I forget what the button is to mark something.
You could
Left
just
click
ping
and
her.
hold, like that.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I wasn't-
click and hold.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, on her. All right. What is your mockery? What are you mocking her with?
more or less that she's picking a fight with something that's half her size, and that she's losing.
Okay. You seem to have really pissed her off, and she like does that thing where like she's just shaking with anger as you mock her, and then as she's shaking with anger and you're mocking her, tell me what it looks like when that causes her death.
Well, I'd imagine that since she's already bleeding from her nose,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably what it looks like when someone has an aneurysm and just kind of reaches a point where they get so angry that they just kind of tense up and fall over.
Awesome. Yep, she is dead. You can end your turn, or if you want to do something else that you can do. Okay. Naragath.
I give the guy a little smile and just go, "Hi," and then I swing this sword.
Okay. Oh, that will miss.
Do I have anything? No, I don't have anything.
Okay.
All right. But
Yeah,
I will
so-
keep. I would definitely stay on him and keep pressure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he kind of like steps back away from your attack, and then he tries to lunge forward again after stepping back with his short sword. Yeah, no, he is completely rattled. His hands are shaking as he like lunges forward, and he's like his other arm gets caught in like a bush he's standing next to, so he doesn't quite finish that lunge. He just looks like a little ridiculous, and that will end his turn. Kit.
Gonna pokey stab me.
Yeah, that'll
Maybe.
pokey stab him. For 6 points of piercing damage. So, I mean, he was coming at you with this battle axe. He was this big, brutish-looking guy. And you stabbed him with your dagger. What's that look like?
He drops his axe and it almost hits me. But he just slumps over. It's very traumatic. Blood everywhere.
Yeah, ugh.
Gonna need a bath after this.
Okay.
Team pint size for the win.
Percy.
I will start to run, and as I'm running towards this guy, pull out my great club
Mm-hmm.
and do a kind of like it's kind of dragging it over or like to my side,
Mm-hmm.
and just gonna do like a sweeping uppercut towards him.
Okay. That hits him. He takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage. He cracks a tooth as his jaw just snaps shut.
Nice. Let me look real quick at something.
Shit. I didn't just drop my phone.
Alright, and that's gonna be it for me.
Okay.
Have a will. Yeah. So I'm able to move and do an action or do a spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I think we all know what he's going to be doing here.
Okay, what do you say to him? What's your mockery?
You know that all of your friends over here are gone, right? They've already left.
All my friends are dead? No! 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 He takes 2 points of psychic damage as sorrow just racks him. Caragath.
I'm gonna go for non-lethal with this attack.
Sure.
Just try and knock him the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. That will miss. Except for the fact that you can add a 1d6.
Okay. Oh,
Damn.
Okay.
Nice. That hits him.
Okay.
Tell me what that looks like.
So, after he gets hit with the, you said it was an uppercut that you did with like the club, right?
Yeah.
After he gets hit with the uppercut, he kind of just sees my pommel come down right into his nose.
Ooh. Crunch.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Combat is over. He is down and unconscious.
Okay. I'm gonna tie him up
Mm-hmm.
and kind of drag him towards the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And slap him awake a little bit because I'm gonna ask him some questions.
Sure.
Not ask.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
being nice this time.
Right.
This time.
I grab him by like the chin and make him look at me.
Oh my jaw.
And, like I'm kneeling down. I was like, okay, who
Yeah,
the
he's-
hell are you guys? And what the hell do you want?
My name's. These names. I'm Garner. We just we were paid to. The lady paid us to. Oh, my jaw hurt so much to tell. She paid us to help her find something that she says was taken from her by some girl. Oh, my jaw. My face hurts so bad.
So you have no idea what's going on then?
No, I have no idea. Oh, I just know she paid us. She gave us a good amount of money. And then when she told us that she had killed our friends back in town, we were like, oh no. And she said, we'll stop them. We'll wait for them to leave town. I bet you they'll be leaving soon. And there you are. And oh, my jaw. And all my friends are dead. The little man whispered it to me and it hurt. It hurt my head.
Oh no, he shouted it. That was
Oh,
vicious mockery.
that's right,
That's
yeah.
yelling it.
He yelled at me and it hurt my head when he told me my friends had all shuffled off this mortal coil. I don't know why everyone sounds like a pirate.
We are near a port town.
That's true. That is true.
So like I let go of his chin
Mm-hmm.
and just go, huh, it's kind of your guys' fault. Step away
Mm-hmm.
and just like, anyone else want to talk to him?
Not especially.
Oh, please just let me live and I'll never bother you again. All my friends are dead. I'll find honest work, I swear. All my friends.
I pay no mind to him, and I'm going through this important person's belongings.
Sure.
Shuffle,
I'm
shuffle,
going
shuffle.
through the belongings, looking to see if any of them had a hand crossbow.
None of them had a hand crossbow. The woman here with the great club had a sling. The bearded guy had he just had axes. And the guy down here who's tied up had a short sword and a light crossbow. The lady was dressed in. She had, I believe, leather armor, which looked, it was like a black with red highlights. She has a short sword. It looks very sharp, very shiny, the blade, and she has her longbow, which is made out of some very dark wood, and she has a quiver of arrows. The other people each have 50 gold pieces,
Wow.
and she has a small sack that contains 12 platinum pieces and another 20 gold.
Goodness.
Wow. She was loaded.
She was loaded.
Does she have any like crests or like or anything like that, emblems of like, I don't know, that tie her to the Spider Queen or whatever?
The Raven Queen. Yeah, there are definitely.
Sorry, right, Raven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are definitely
Spider would've been
Raven
cooler.
emblems, like on her shoulders, and she's got like some feathers worked into her hair. And the arrows on the end of her bow, I forget what they're called. Those seem to be raven feathers as well.
The fletching.
Thank you. Yes.
I need her arrows and her short sword.
Yeah, I would just be like, she has some decent gear over here if anyone wants some. She's not going to be using it.
I take the arrows and the short sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mine now.
I mean, anything that no one's or anything that anyone's not taking, I take.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
many arrows?
And then I would try to dole out the money evenly through us all.
She has 18 arrows left.
Nice. What's the max I can carry?
Whatever I say it is, which basically means I don't really play too much with encumbrance unless you're ridiculously loaded down, and then my encumbrance rule is I say something like, "Come on now."
Right.
So like everything that you guys like get off of these people, you can easily carry.
What were all the weapons again?
There were 2 hand axes, a battle axe.
Okay.
There are 2 short swords, 1 nice. That was hers. And normal. A light crossbow with 19 bolts.
Who had the light crossbow?
The guy who's tied up.
I think I have proficiency in that, so I'll probably grab that.
And a sling. with 20 bullets.
Does the sling fall under a simple weapon proficiency?
I am almost 100% positive it does, but I'm going to double check.
Yeah, because it says in the player manual that it's a simple ranged weapon.
Yep. Yep, anybody can use a sling. Anybody
What
with
about
simple
a
weapons,
what?
which is
What is
everybody.
a light
Crossbow light
crossbow?
is a simple ranged weapon.
All right. So I got some ranged.
Yeah, I thought that it. I'm like, oh, I can't use the light crossbow. Oh, the hand crossbow is a martial ranged weapon, which is why I have proficiency in it.
Hmm.
I will get the sling and the bullets.
Can Percy use a battle axe? Because is a battle axe one or the two? No, great axe is the two-handed.
Yeah, battle axe is versatile. You can use it one-handed for 1d8 damage, or you can use it two-handed for 1d10. Of course, if you use it two-handed, if you're using a shield or something, you can't use your shield anymore. But yeah, it's versatile. And then this is really the best thing that you guys got, though, out of this whole encounter. Is you are now second level.
Woo.
Oh, good.
And I don't have to worry as much about killing you like with a one shot yet.
I was scared with that longbow.
All week long, I've been consistently critting on Roll20, and it's just been, you know,
I got lucky with that racial, for sure.
yeah.
I don't know.
Does it automatically level us up, or do we gotta do it all manually still?
Nope. If you go to your character sheet on the Character Mancer, if you click on the cog, all the way at the bottom, there is a Character Mancer button for leveling up. Don't accidentally click the one for first level.
Character sheet.
So I want the launch character plus level character master,
Yes.
not the level 1.
Right.
Wait, what? Where? What?
That's where I'm at. Where?
It is like how there's bio spells and all that. It would be the cog, and then you on
Oh,
the
okay.
right side scroll down, and it'll have a
Oh.
level up.
Launch level. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then it'll walk you through your options. Now, my rule for hit points is if you roll less than the average, you take the average. So
Okay.
Sniva, you can just like change that to the average, which would be 5 plus your con mod. Kit, you're good.
I will take the average.
Yes, which for you would be 6.
Okay. Do I just click average then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Percy, that is a good roll.
That is a good roll. And that's plus my con mod?
Yep. It should automatically, it should automatically populate.
Okay. No multi-class.
No multi-class.
That's illegal.
When I was playing a monk recently, we just had to take what we rolled, or we could take the average. And I always like rolled because I was like, I've got to do good one time, and I just kept rolling like 1s and 2s. I was like, are you kidding me?
That stinks.
Yeah.
I did a 4E campaign. I had a tank character that was like that. I was getting like between 1s and 4s, and did not go well.
Yeah, it's tragic. Recently, Beetle and Grim on Twitter asked what people did for hit points, and I was very pleased to see that a lot of DMs do the same thing. It's like you roll, and if it's less than the average, take the average. I was very happy to see that.
So, just for splitting up the weapons and stuff, does everyone not have martial? Am I the only one with martial?
I don't have martial. I don't believe.
I don't think I do.
All right. So I'll carry everything, and if anyone wants anything, I'll pack mule it.
Now, I don't think too many of you get anything too awesome at second level. You get like an additional spell slot. Percy, I think you can start doing a channel divinity, and you get a domain feature. But I am checking to see. I thought life clerics got martial weapons, but I'm not positive. I know they get heavy armor.
It wasn't in my proficiencies when I just looked, and I may have it, but it may not have given it to me. Possibly.
Oh yeah, no, it's just proficiency with the heavy armor.
Okay.
Just I guess just so you can take like more hits while you're healing people.
So, with this level, do I not get second level spells or?
No, you won't get a second level spell until third level.
Okay. Because I feel like I'm gonna have all these level 1 spells. There's not many to choose.
That's perfectly fine. Level 1 spells are actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that one.
And remember, technically, as a cleric, you have access to all of the first level spells. You just prepare however many you can do during the day. So technically, you could drag all of those first level spell slots, all those first level spells to your character sheet, and then at the end of every long rest, you can select which ones you've prepared.
Oh, so I
for the
know
day.
all these. I just can
Yes.
only. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but you prepare.
That's
It's
cool.
kind of like it's kind of like you have a spell book, and you like each day write it, and it's like, okay, here's my to-do list: this spell and this spell, and you can just cast those ones that you decided.
But your god just like fills that spell book with everything for you, whereas like other spellcasters need to find spells and write them in their book.
So with components,
Mm-hmm.
do you have to have the like the special items?
You can either use a spellcasting focus or the special items. If it has a gold piece value, you need to have the item. So if it's like says like 5 gold pieces worth of incense, you need to have 5 gold pieces worth of incense, or ivory strips. But the things like Batwing or Eye of Toad, Drop of Water, those you can just use your spellcasting focus, or you can have a component pouch, which just automatically contains those things. I don't make anyone buy like a Drop of Water or a Batwing.
Okay. And as a bard, my spell focus would be the instrument, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And for reaching second level, you will also all get a new inspiration card.
I like that card.
I got the same card I had.
It's a good card, though.
There are better cards.
And how long is a short rest? I know a long rest is 8 hours, but
A short rest is 1 hour.
because level 2 bard, Song of Rest.
Yeah, Song of Rest is a good thing to have. It's good to have a bard. Between the inspirations, some pretty good spell choices as far as like controlling the battlefield type stuff. Bards are like really handy to have in the party.
Mm-hmm.
They can scream a lot.
Yes.
So, my token says still, was it 7 of 9 HP points, even though my character sheet says 18 now.
You are correct.
Is there-
Let's see what's up with
Is there a
your...
way I can fix that?
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's not tied to your... It is not tied to your stats whatsoever. I will fix that.
And is it a full heal when we level? Because it reset me back to full.
Yeah. Technically, you need to take a long rest to level up. But since I decided to let you guys level up mid-session, we are going to ignore that for now. And just, you have leveled up and you are back at full.
Oh, okay.
Yes. When a GM gives you a gift, you take it.
I'm not going to live the gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah.
I try to design things so that people typically level up at the end of the first session. But since like a bit of the first session was still some session 0 stuff, yeah, we just didn't quite get that far. So I did want
So
you
we're
guys...
gonna level twice here.
No. it'll be a little bit. Not too long, but...
Well, now that that was sorted out, you continue to the Moonreach Tower.
If nobody has any issues with it, I'm gonna let this guy go.
Yeah, that'd be good. I promise. I'll do no wrong.
No one was talking to you. Keep
Yes,
it
sir.
quiet.
How do you check if someone's lying?
You could do an insight check on him.
Oh, great! Now the kobold's gonna interrogate him.
No, he's just kind of like, is he telling the truth, or is he going to try to pull a fast one on us?
He seems to be sincere.
Yeah, let him go.
I honestly forgot he was still alive.
I head over and like I obviously like strip him of his gear, so he's essentially just kind of like got his pants and that's about it.
Okay.
Untie him
Mm-hmm.
and like before he can move, grab him by the chin again and look him in the eyes and say, either you turn yourself into the guards for ambushing us, or leave, because if I see you, I will do the first one for you. And then kind of shove him in one direction, towards like the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll never see me again.
And as he's walking away, I pull out my crossbow. And I'm just kidding.
Suddenly, your character just randomly turns chaotic evil.
He yeah, he leaves, looking down at like the bodies of like his friends and this woman that got him into trouble. But he just yeah, he fucks off without any without causing any trouble.
Okay, I'm ready. We can go.
Yeah.
All right.
Party torch is moving again.
We're off to see the druid. The druid
Oh,
of Moonreach Tower.
can we sort out the gold and divide it by 4?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
I don't remember exactly how much it was. Did you throw it in the chat somewhere?
I can
Yeah.
do the math real
Uh-huh.
quick. And
Okay.
We get 42.5 gold pieces each and 4 platinum pieces each.
How many gold?
42.5.
so that'd be 42 gold and 5 silver.
Yeah, and I have 23 silver on me, so. So would be able to split it up without having to do anything weird like cutting the gold pieces in half and being like, no, it's still valid currency.
How much? How much silver?
5. If
Yeah,
it's 5 silver
yeah,
or 10 silver is a gold, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we got platinum.
Yeah.
Yep.
The elf
Or,
lady had.
no, 3 platinum each. Whoops.
Oh yeah.
Five, 3. We got money.
How much is full plate?
Full plate is expensive. Last time you looked into buying a suit of full plate, let's see what full plate costs.
I mean, just for future reference.
Sure. 1,500 gold pieces.
And how many gold pieces is a platinum pieces?
10.
10. Okay.
Yeah, we are nowhere near that.
So much math happening.
We got all the maths. D&D.
$1,500 gold pieces. I'm almost there. All right. Oh well. I guess continue.
So close.
Breastplate is much cheaper at 400 gold pieces. It's not as good as regular plate, but
I meant to check. Did I get a? Do I get a more spell slots? Okay.
yeah, you should get more spell slots.
Is there any way to get more, or is it like a set amount?
It's
Like
a
if
set
I had
amount.
more wisdom?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
it's
it's
a
a set
amount,
amount
okay.
per level. Yeah.
Alright.
Your wisdom will allow you to prepare more spells for a day to use for those spell slots, but
Cool.
You can cast cantrips as much as you want, though.
Yeah.
Those are free.
all right. So you guys eventually leave the road and enter the gloaming wood. And that's one thing I probably should have gotten a picture for.
Ooh.
So as the name implies, yeah, it's dark. It seems like it's always twilight in these woods. The canopy is thick, but it also seems kind of like unnaturally twilighty. Like you would imagine that it would be better lighted for for this time of day. It's not like the sun is completely obscured, but yeah, there just seems to be something about it. It makes it very twilighty. I should have gotten an image. So now you are just in like the thick of the woods. There seems to be no sort of path or anything. So I would need someone to decide to lead you through the woods, hoping to go in the right direction. Preferably whoever has the best survival ability.
Metaphor.
It's 2.
And I,
Yeah, I've got
And
it.
it is dark, yeah?
Yeah, not full dark. Like it's not going to hamper your vision any, but it's definitely
shady.
shady. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say gloomy. It is kind of gloomy, but it doesn't need to be. It's just, yeah. It's like if you were just walking in the woods at twilight as opposed to, at full
I got a
daylight.
question. Because I've never used this spell or whatever, would detect magic be able to detect if and why this is unnaturally lit?
Possibly. I mean, maybe not the why, but you would, if there was some sort of magic effect to it, you'd be able to tell
Yeah.
that there was, and that, and possibly what
Well,
school
not
of
why,
magic.
but it would be like it would tell me what school of magic, or if you will.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna do it quite yet, but
Okay.
I just wanted to know if that was a thing that I could use it on.
Mm-hmm. Alternately, you could roll an Arcana check, which wouldn't tell you if this was magical, but like if you have heard of something, or if you've heard of like some sort of like effect similar to this, if your Arcana was high enough and there was some sort of magical effect, I might tell you something like, "You've heard that in the woods outside of like Fairyland Central, the woods are like this as well, and it's because of the cross pollination of Fae and Beast," or whatever I would say.
Sounds like my origin story.
It does.
Yeah, but I think I have the highest survival, and I don't want to be like, I'm rolling Arcana and survival. I'll just try to get us through it,
Okay.
I guess. The 22 survival.
Yeah, that's a pretty good survival check. So you're pretty sure that you're heading in the right direction. Yeah, even though the woods are gloomy and twilighty, you think you're good. You start making your way a little closer to where you're hoping Moonreach Tower should be, based on what you know. And you do come across a path after walking for about like an hour or so. It's not a very distinct path. It's not like a well-traveled path, but it's definitely an intentional path.
Right.
And again, you are surrounded by all sorts of dark trees and other...
What direction does the path go?
It is sort of heading towards the southwest. So you think that it's probably heading at least towards Moonreach Tower, even if not directly to it.
Yeah.
It's heading in the right direction. I mean, it twists and winds, but it seems to be mostly making that southwesterly.
Does it look like it has been used or traveled recently?
Give me another survival check. Give me a blind one on this one.
You said a survival and a what?
A blind survival check.
What's a blind survival check?
You should have the blind roll button at the bottom of your Roll20 screen.
I don't.
Okay, if you go into the journal, if you click on the, if you open up the player sheet, which has got the
Yeah.
SpongeBob on it, you go to attributes and abilities. And under abilities, check the box under blind roll that says show in macro bar. And that should give you a button at the bottom of your Roll20 screen.
Okay, and then is that a toggle button?
Yeah, you just click that, and it'll ask you for the bonus, whatever your survival bonus is. And then it'll roll 2 dice that only I can see, and I'll just add your bonus to it. And
so I would
to
put
keep
4.
a little mystery.
Yeah, okay. 4.
Okay. Aside from animal tracks, which cross it here and there, it doesn't look like any humanoid creature has used this path in quite a while.
All right, I would continue on the path.
Okay.
As we're going, do I see any like exceptionally tall trees or something that look like I might be able to get like a view over the treetops, just so I can, because like I want to see like if I can see or tell if I can like see a tower in the distance or something.
Yeah, there's definitely some very tall trees here.
Yeah.
If you'd like, you can roll a athletics check to climb a tree.
All right.
Nice.
Oh shit!
So yeah, it's a really tall tree. There's not a lot of like low branches on it, but that is awesome. So I want to know what it looks like as you shimmy up this mother.
I kind of like stare at it a little bit, take a few steps back, and do like kind of like a 1 to 2 step like running start, and just leap to grab a branch and just kind of no foot, just all arms, pull myself up from branch to branch.
Okay. Yeah, you get yourself like this tree is at least 50 feet tall, maybe 60. Possibly a little higher. It's a good tree, man. I like that athletics roll, so I'm going to let you get up there high.
I have blown all of my luck for this entire campaign.
I hope not. Keep it up.
So sure enough, you get above the forest canopy, and yeah, oddly enough, it's like that twilighty kind of feeling like exists here too, and you know it's like maybe closing in on noon. It's not that late in the day, but there's definitely this twilight effect. The sky is kind of like dark. You can see a few stars like in the dark blue of the sky. The sun is up high, but it just seems to almost be faded a bit. Nothing like you've ever seen before. But looking around, you do see in the distance, probably about 1.5 to 2 miles away, you do see the top of a tower sitting in a clearing in some hills. Like you can see beyond the tower, like the hills and stuff. And you can even probably see you can see Crystal Lake from where you are as well. You got up there pretty good. It definitely seems like you're heading in the right direction.
So I just get back down and just relay like, see the tower over that way. Like, so from what I can tell, like direction wise, the path is going that way.
Yeah, like for the most part. Like I said, it occasionally like does like a little twist and turn, but it always seems to be like head back towards the southwest. Heading in that direction.
So I get to bottom. I was like, I could see the the top of the tower. It's kind of going in the same direction as where this path's going.
Well, oh, that's good. It's the way we're headed. It's good to know we're going in the right direction. I'm not wrong.
Going
Let's go.
in the right direction. All right, you continue down the path, hopefully towards Moonreach Tower. It definitely seems like that's where you guys are going to wind up. Now might be a good time to take a break. Yeah. Sadly, Kale will be leaving us after the break, or during the break.
Bye.
Yeah. But
But
you'll be back next week, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We got to figure out how that's going to work out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But hopefully.
And as long as the rest of you are cool with continuing, we will just keep we'll keep Kit in the background. And Kit, we can either just like not use you at all, or if like we get into a fight situation, if you would like someone or myself to use your character in a fight, we can do that as
You
well.
can be me.
Okay, I'll be you.
You're a good me.
You be me for a while, and I'll be you.
And everybody's dead.
No.
Oh wait, no, that would make her the DM.
Exactly.
I was just like, I thought about that. I was like, ooh, that wouldn't end well.
But imagine all the voices she would have to do. Oh.
It would be very boring because I have one.
All right, so most of us
Yeah,
will
it
be
was
back
multiple.
shortly. Kale, thank you so much for being here tonight, and we will talk to you soon, definitely. Either way.
Yes.
All right, everybody else will be back shortly. Okay, and we are back for the second half of tonight's Orphans and Owlbears. I will be playing the role of Kit, quietly. Which is good because Kit's kind of quiet anyway, so that shouldn't be too.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be too hard.
So, where are my orphans and owlbears?
Hmm?
Where are my orphans and owlbears?
I think some of you guys are probably like the orphans,
Oh,
but there will be more orphans, and there will be owlbears.
Oh no.
are the
I guess-
owlbear orphans, or are the owlbears creating the orphans?
I think it's going to be both.
Or maybe both?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of both. Like the owlbears are upset that they're orphans, and they're just like, let's see how they feel. Let's see. Make everyone an orphan.
Well, that sounds like a good backstory.
I guess technically, with my backstory, my character's an orphan, kind of.
Was who? Sorry, was that Naga?
That was me. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Naragath. Gath? Naragath? Gotta get your name right.
All right, so you guys are walking through the gloaming wood. As I say, it's very twilighty.
We found a path.
You did find a
Helps.
path, and I should have prepared a picture, but that's okay. I'm going to move you to another screen in the gloaming wood.
Oh,
Now,
man.
if you guys would like to be in some sort of particular marching order, you guys can set you can set yourselves up there, like near the top of the screen.
Oh, in any particular order? I mean, I would be. It's
I
just.
think it's kind of set up the way we would want it.
Okay.
I mean, pretty dang close. Maybe I'd poke Nargath to get a little bit ahead of us.
I can do that.
So as you guys are getting deeper into the woods, you start hearing some more strange sounds, like not normal forest sounds. I mean, you hear some cicadas. You hear something moving around, like in the woods. You know, it could just be animals, could be anything. But there's also definitely some sort of like unnatural hum in the air.
What do my furball eyes see?
If you'd like, you can give me a blind roll perception check to see what your furball guys see.
God damn it, my button went away. Why'd it go away?
Oh, I don't know. It's weird. It shouldn't have gone away. You know what? It might be. Let me. This might help. Let me delete your old character sheet. That might be interfering with stuff.
Yeah.
I hadn't deleted it yet, so.
My possibly kobold character.
Yes.
2 kobolds in one campaign, I think, was would have probably been hilarious, but
I would have had to change the name to something else. It would have had to have been kobolds and something.
yeah.
Kobolds and
Kobolds and krakens.
yeah, I like that.
I could be
Kobolds
a
and krakens.
swashbuckling kobold,
That would have been
fucking pirate with a patch. Oh god, that's fantastic. Rerolling.
That'll be the sequel. Kobolds and krakens.
I almost did a what is it? A water something
The
aquatic.
Triton.
A Triton or a water elf or
I almost did a Triton too. Like I was really close to doing it.
But anyways, this is what we're doing. So
Yes, yeah.
back to the campaign. We continue to move, I imagine.
Yeah, did you want to give me a blind roll
Information?
perception check?
Oh yeah. Let me see. What is my perception? My perception is 4. Guess it goes up.
Yeah, there is something definitely moving in the woods around you, and you also hear what sounds like a kind, almost like devious little snicker, like a.
Swear to God, if it's Nerdle or whatever the quick, I'm gonna fucking choke the motherfucker out.
Oh,
So
best
yeah,
NPC
I'll just-
ever.
Yeah, Nardle was it?
Nardle the Quick.
Yeah. All right, I'll say Lily, keep your wits about. There's something watching us as we continue to move.
Okay.
The gloomy forest.
All right, you guys can move yourselves up to 30 feet here. If you wanted to, you can kind of stay together, or
Yeah,
and
I
you
kind of
should be able to
keep the
kind of make out the
formation.
path. It's hard for me to see. Let me see what Kit sees.
I'm guessing it.
That's not what I want to do. I wanted to get
Hello, Kit.
vision. Hello, Kit. I wanted Kit vision. Yeah, you should be able to kind of make out the path. There's some puddles on it from the rain before. You can also hear a little further to the south. There seems to be some sort of gurgling brook. Gurgling away happy, babbling brook.
What's it saying?
So anyway, I was so concerned about
God.
what Chad said to me. He was like, "Oh my god," and I was like, "No, don't." It's so annoying.
Fucking Chad.
Fucking Chad, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hold on.
I thought I had a river sound on this.
I'm
I
a
don't.
speak with it using speech of beast and leaf. Would that work?
Oh, there it is. Yeah. On what the?
I'm kidding.
Okay.
On
You
the
talk to
battling
it about
brook.
Chad.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, actually, I get stealth. What, a disadvantage at rolling stealth, right? If in
Yes. If you're wearing the full chain, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and be a little stealthy.
Okay.
But
What-
they didn't have disadvantage.
That's a strength save, but what is your stealth?
Oh, what?
What's your stealth bonus? That's not a bad.
I did
roll.
hit stealth or strength. There,
Oh no, but yeah, the
sorry.
disadvantage is terrible though. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's see. My stealth, for some reason, I can't find it. Oh, it's only 1.
Okay.
For some reason, I read strength as stealth. My bad.
So you're trying to be sneaky, and perhaps like you're trying too hard, because like your chainmail is definitely making the sound of like chainmail clanking against stuff. You know, like other parts of chainmail.
Yeah, I was thinking about using a card, but you know what? I don't even care. Let's sneak. Or bad sneak.
Let me pull up Kit's sheet. Kit is also attempting to be stealthy. She's not so much.
Just not used to the pollen, sneezing a lot.
You definitely hear that sinister little chuckle again.
I continue moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep up with him, like just step ahead.
From somewhere over in this area here, if you can see where the rock is pinging, you hear some sort of like muffled cries. It's like.
Does it look like I could throw something that way?
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah, maybe. I would like to basically. This is probably a terrible idea. I want to light a torch and toss it in that direction, just like
Oh,
light
no.
it up.
Okay.
Just tossing fire into the woods, guys. Let's do it.
Neva's gonna be like, "No, don't do that."
Okay.
Light sources. Torch. How do I roll to toss a torch?
Give me a dexterity. Give me a dexterity check.
Oh, this is bad.
I mean, that's not. It's just throwing a torch. I mean, that's not like a terrible roll. It's probably a low kind of DC.
It's not throwing a hand axe behind you because the halfling in front of you is terrifying or anything.
Let me grab this. Let me grab this torch from this other page here, and we'll actually use it as a torch here in the gloaming wood. And I'm gonna roll a die really quick.
It's always a good sign.
Kit reaches into the bag of dice.
Yeah.
Thief.
3, 4. Okay. Torch lands here. And let me make sure it's got some light on it. Yeah. Yeah, so torch lands there. And you can see further on in the right about here, there are a couple of figures that look like they're hanging in some sort of spider webs. Now, as your torch lands there, though, you hear something sound very surprised, like a yeah, and something comes rushing at you from the forest. So we are going to roll for initiative.
I don't know what it is, but like usually my characters have really high bonus to initiative, and I always roll shitty. This guy has a +1, and he's fucking on fire.
Let's roll kits. Okay. Okay, so Alexa seems to think I was talking to her. These little creatures, they are about between 3 and 4 feet tall. They have these very strange features, and they're mostly covered up with they're very well covered in cloaks, except for their faces. You can kind of see their faces in there.
What a lovely smile.
Yeah, and they seem to be very upset. This one especially seems to be very upset about having a torch chucked his way. And this one is going to come running out and is going to attempt to shank Kit. That will not hit. Percy.
Oh. Well, Snever was going to try to talk to them, but if they're going to come out attacking.
Hmm.
And I think I will... I'm just going to make it so their names show up in rolls so that I can just be myself and everybody's name should pop up in there when I click on their stuff. This way it's not like Kit attacking Kit.
Yeah. I will run up.
Mm-hmm.
And how tall are these things?
They're about 3.5, 4 feet tall.
I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with this thing and just fucking bash it on the head
Sure.
with my great club.
Mm-hmm. That misses. He kind of spins away. It's like, wow.
1 second, let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that happened. Thank you. 1d6. Does 12 do it?
Closer, but no cigar.
Yeah.
No cigar.
It wasn't meant to be. Let's see. Man, I need some fucking cantrips that are... What is it? Bonus action? That's what I'm... Oh, yeah. I guess that'll be my wasted turn.
Does anyone speak Sylvan?
Actually, Sylvan is, shit. No. It is called, yeah, I was wondering if that was what elves speak, but it's not, right?
Some
Elves
elves speak
Elvish.
it. It's like,
Okay.
it's more like super elf language.
Okay, that's what I thought, but no, I only speak basic elf.
Okay. This one comes running over here, and he's just like, yes, yes, yes. You have no idea what he's saying, and he is going to throw a dagger. He like plucks it expertly between like 2 fingers and tosses it at Naragath.
That does not hit.
Yeah, that misses.
It's like,
Okay, Kit is like, the hell is going on here? I do not like these things. They are creepy. And I would like to stab it. She's going to try and stab it with her cool new short sword. And she misses. Let me make sure her stats are right on there. Yeah, they are.
I
Okay.
see, you only roll bad when you're rolling for the characters.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a DM bias, man. It's absolutely a DM bias.
The dice know.
Okay. This little guy comes running over here, and he smacks that guy on the back of the head.
He's like, zap, fuck.
And he is going to chuck a dagger at Naragath. And that will hit
That'll definitely hit, yeah.
for 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then he almost kind of like looks back at the other one, just like, "Tha-tha!" Like that's how you do it, ass. This one here is is going to come over here, and he's going to attempt to stab Sniva.
So he takes disadvantage because I have fighting style protection.
Mm-hmm.
Attacks a creature within 5 feet of me. I can use a reaction to pose disadvantage.
Okay, cool. Well, I would say that you don't need to do that now, because I think... Does he miss you? He would miss you with this anyway. Because he just got a 12. That 24 would only count if he had advantage, which he doesn't. I don't know if that's something you can save your reaction for something else.
It's a fighting style.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's passively always going.
right. So you could just wait until you could use your reaction
Okay.
later, because this
Okay.
way, if you wanted to use it for something else, you'd still have it. 'Cause
Okay.
he'll miss.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. All right, Sniva.
I don't even think that the rapier is in my list of attacks. Crap. Is there a way to quickly add a weapon? Because I have the rapier, but it's not in my attacks and spellcasting.
Yep, I'm gonna drop it in there super quick.
Okay.
Or not. Weird. Let me try to drop it in there one more time. Accepting drop from compendium, it says, and it lies. So you're gonna use a rapier on him, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, hang on. It's got a crit 8. Boom, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah, you absolutely hit him with that rapier.
And then I click
Hey,
the
hold on.
rapier plus 5.
Can I add an advantage to that attack after the fact, or do I have to call it before?
Using a card or...
Using a card.
No, yeah, you can do it now. Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you a crit.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
That will be a critical hit. Go ahead. Yeah, so you click where it says rapier plus 5 in chat, and it'll roll your damage. 13 points of piercing damage. And so first I want you to tell me what it looks like when this guy dies, and then I'm going to add something to it.
He just came at me with a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you would imagine from someone who does the good old rapier usage, he kind of does a back step, lunges forward, and strikes right in the chest. And he will look at Naragath and be like, "You can handle those, right?" And is kind of motioning towards those. And that will be my bonus action, a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, and then this also happens.
Oh, I can.
Okay, so can I drop that to the back? No. Okay, I need Kit, Naragath, and Sniva to make a Constitution saving throw, because what happens when you kill this guy is he explodes, quite literally.
Oh fuck.
And there is a huge bright light as his body burns to ash, and let's do that. Poof. Oh, and then, yeah, Kit. That's me.
Oh.
Okay, so The three of you are all temporarily blinded by that. Where's my eyeball?
What exactly does Bardic Inspiration do?
You can add a D6 to an attack, saving throw, or skill check. So if you wanted to add it to this saving throw, you could. You could just roll a 1d6 and add it to the saving throw.
Oh.
Okay.
No, that wouldn't work. Dang.
I was 1 point short.
All right. So the three of you are temporarily blinded. So you cannot see. You'll automatically fail any ability check that requires sight. You'll have a disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against you will have disadvantage.
Okay.
All right. Now
So
you
even though I'm blinded, I can still move up to these other two, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a pretty good idea of where they are.
And if
And
I
then-
move here, I could hit either one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for this one first.
Okay. Yeah, just blindly like ah.
Yep. No.
Yeah. That one was-
And I will, because it seems like this has gone bad, I will action surge,
Mhm.
which will allow me to attack again, correct?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna basically treat it as like I'm trying to do like one swift slash at one slash at the other, like in success. So now I'm gonna go for this one.
Okay.
No.
Nope, that will also miss.
Alright. Alright. And I will then just put the button.
Yeah, it's up there a bit.
End my turn.
Okay. And since it's the end of your turn, you are no longer blinded. So you can see. I don't know what... Oh, okay, I see. It says you're blinded again, but that just removes it. So you can now see. Your eyes are cleared. This guy is running to get away from the torch, and he's going to run up on you as well. And he's going to try and stab you. Just as your eyes clear, you see him like running at you. He misses. Okay. This one over here is going to, he's going to try and stab Kit again. Because she's blinded, so he gets some advantage on that. And he will hit. So he will also do some extra damage. Why am I doing this to her? She's not even here to defend herself. He does 13 points of piercing damage. And Kit drops. Now, one thing I will tell you guys, this has always been my rule, is if someone else is controlling a person's character and they're not here, I never kill them, because that's just not cool. So what might happen is next time we play, I mean, Kit might wake up in the forest surrounded by your dead bodies. But, but at the moment, technically at the moment, she is dying. And that will be the end of that guy's turn. He does a little dance. Percy.
Oh, wow. Let's go with the Cure Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
On, Kit.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that brings her back up to 8 hit points. And
But
she opens her eyes and she's like, I still can't see.
but I have that's 12 total, right?
Oh, yes, because of we got to fix that later. We got to fix that in
Yeah,
post.
yeah.
Yeah, she's up to 12. She feels so much better. And
Yeah,
she's
don't
no
worry.
longer-
Till we fix that, I still will remind you every time.
Thank you, yes. She is no longer dying.
And that's a spell. I'm trying to think of what other bonus actions there are that I can perform as a character.
There will be, once you get some second level spells, one of the things you'll be able to do, for instance, would be to, as a bonus action, you could cast, like, Spiritual Weapon. But that's a second level
Alright.
spell, so you'd have to wait a little bit.
But isn't that 2 spells?
That would be a spell and a cantrip, so you could do, like, the Spiritual Weapon, and then, like,
Okay.
and then do a Sacred Flame on somebody.
But as far as right now, none of my cantrips are that way, so
Right.
I gotta end my turn.
Okay. Alright, this Darkling is going to try to stab Naragath. He does not. Okay. Kit uses half of her movement to stand up, and she's very, very mad. And she, as she stands up, she just like leans forward with her rapier, hoping to stab that thing where it once lay, where it once stood. She's hoping it's still there, and not somebody else. Oh, not with the rapier, short sword. Yes, even with the disadvantage, she hits.
No,
and
I'm
we're
going
gonna
blind.
maybe. She does get sneak attack damage on that.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be a total of 13. Yeah, so he didn't see that coming. Like, he saw you reach down and touch her, and he just got all mad at that because, like, that was his kill, not yours. And he spun to face you, and she just, like, stood up and just, like, blindly stabbed right through his neck. And so he clutches at his neck and explodes.
Constitution?
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
I can't see.
You are blind.
Do I need to make the Constitution saving throw, or
I'm going to say no. I thought about that really quick just now, and it seems to me that if you're already blinded, I'm not going to double blind you. It's like you haven't, your sight hasn't returned yet. So
That's like would be like double advantage. I don't think that.
yeah, or like double poisoned, you know.
Yeah.
So he explodes. Percival is blinded, and Kit rubs her eyes, and she can now see. And that will. She's still got 15 feet of movement. She is going to. She's going to move over here, and she is going to. She's going to take her bow out for her next turn. Okay, this baby, shush. This little guy here is going to try and stab Naragath. They're just like ganging up on you, man.
I'll be fine. Hold on, I gotta find some wood to knock on.
So that's a good roll there.
So he does this gleeful little spinning stab, and he kind of like lands the wrong way and starts like he just like stabs this like plant next to him expertly, completely missing. That'll end his turn. Sniva.
does advantage counter disadvantage?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a
Because
straight roll.
I have. Where is it? I have pack tactics.
Yeah, so as long as
Nice.
one of your allies is like within 5 feet of the creature, yep. And the ally is not incapacitated, which is not the case. So yeah, so you blindly stumble up to Naragath.
He heard, someone running in this direction,
Mm-hmm.
and he kind of remembers the.
So that will still miss.
And I will go ahead and give a bardic inspiration to Naragath once more.
Okay. Naragath, you are re-inspired.
All right. Just gonna go for him again.
Okay. Which one? The one right next to you, or? Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit. He takes 9 points of slashing damage. And he cries out, "Meow!"
And what's this say? As my bonus action, I'm gonna roll my second wind. Is there a? Oh, that's not what I want. Way to actually roll it, or just roll a d10.
We can set something up later where you could actually roll it, but for now,
Okay.
it would just be a D10 plus your fighter level.
D10. It's the fighter level, so +2. Oh, not 10 D10s. Okay, so 5. So be back up to 21. And then I will end my turn.
Okay. Oh, and Sneva, you are no longer blinded at the end of your turn there.
Ooh.
Let me take that blinded off of you just in time for. This guy's gonna move up a little bit, and he's gonna try and stab Sneva. He absolutely does not. He slips in the mud, and yeah, just kind of like does like a windmill kind of thing with his arms, and stops like that snickering he's been doing, and completely misses. That'll take us to the next round. Percy.
All right. Trying to see the duration of this spell real quick. How long is a minute? Is that just one round?
It would be 10 rounds. Each round is 6 seconds, so 1 minute would be 10 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I knew that at one point. I just haven't played in a long time. Up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. All right. All right. Well, yeah, I'll do that. I'm a kind of, since I'm blind, I'm a spread like my legs to brace myself, put out my hand, and I will grab the this leather strap that's around my neck and pull out a runestone and bless myself, Sneva, and Naragath.
Okay. So you guys are blessed. So whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add it to the attack roll or saving throw.
And that'll end my turn.
And then you will no longer be blinded. Get that eyeball off you. Okay, this guy's going to try and shank Naragath again. He does not. He ends his turn. Kit has pulled out her short bow, and she is going to try and shoot this guy here. That will miss. This Darkling boy here is going to attempt to stab Naragath.
He's so big. He's so big.
He misses. And ends his turn. Sniva.
Well, after that, let's see, where is it? I'm in roller mode. After that guy went to attack him, he is using the blood that's already on him to his advantage and is, making a, sort of wailing cry
Okay.
to try and distract all of them.
What is that like? What are you doing?
Pretty much like, clutching where the wound was and was like, falling down and stumbling. Sort of doing the whole dropping his hat on the ground like, oh no, this can't be happening. And is going to try to give advantage to Kit because he thinks of her as another person who can do some sneaky stuff and performances of her own right.
Okay. So you're giving her a bardic inspiration?
Yes, and that would
Okay.
be my last one.
Okay.
Alright. Where's my character sheet? I've kind of blown all my fun stuff, so I'm just kind of back to smacking one dude.
And you'll have advantage on that because they're just like, what the hell is this kobold doing? Oh, you crit on that guy.
So, damage.
Are we able to get a bonus to our Constitution roll because we know that the blinding flash is coming now?
You are gonna have a +4 to it, a die from my bless. Right, that's for saving throws, or can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to see what other people roll later on something like this. It's a great question. At the moment, I'm going to say no, simply because, I'm not too worried because you guys have the bless to help you out. But also, it's like, you wouldn't know if he was about to die, so unless you were kind of, turning your head away and, flinching, every time you hit one of these guys.
That makes
You know
sense.
what? Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, so he, what's it look like when he explodes? Because he definitely does do that thing.
So I swing my blade, and it basically just goes through the front of his neck, and blood kind of splatters on the dude next to him off the tip of my blade as it goes past him. And I do a mockingly like that guy, the one I just killed did to him earlier, and kind of the best one is gonna go and point him to go meh. Like he was saying, showing that's how you do it, meh.
Okay. All right, and then I'll need the two of you to roll a Constitution check again.
Yeah.
A Constitution saving throw.
Plus 1d4.
All right, so Sniva is blinded again. Naragath, you are not.
He was caught off guard when Naragath went, nah!
Okay. And that
And
will
then
end your turn.
where's the thing? There it is.
Yeah, it's up there. Okay.
What are the effects on me right now? I know I have a bless. What else?
Concentration for the bless.
Oh,
Yeah, so you've got the bless and concentration for it. So if you take damage,
I
your
have to
sheet,
roll,
when you decrease your hit points, it'll automatically roll a concentration check for you and tell you whether you passed or failed. And it's 10 or half of the damage you take, whichever is higher. Which most of the times is 10, but this Darkling is going to disengage, and he's going to run 30 feet away, screaming and crying. Percy.
one second. Let me think. Yeah, I will. How far is he from me? I forget how to do that.
The ruler, the circle with the comb in it.
Right.
Yeah,
He
45
would not
feet.
have 45 feet of movement. I accidentally closed my player. I'm going to. I'm not gonna attack it. I'm gonna attack the other one. So, and I will just run with my club up to it. Well, I can't drive my character. There we go. And then I will hit it with a club.
Okay.
Great club time.
And you can add a d4 to that.
Yes.
Yeah, you hit him with your great club.
Sweet.
He takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And looks upset. No! No!
And then I'll end the turn.
He is going to disengage from you and run 30 feet this way. Okay, Kit is like, oh no, you don't. And she is going to shoot at him with the short bow. Is the 80 feet of range? No, don't run after him. I want the ruler. Yeah, easy. All right, yeah, she's gonna take a shot at him with the short bow, and she's got a inspiration. And that will just do it. Roll high, roll high. 6 points of piercing damage. He cries out in pain as an arrow lands in his back, but he's still up. Take 6 points of damage, dude. There you go.
Does having advantage do any bonus damage?
No. And then she's going to move. she's gonna move over here, next to Sniva. Sniva,
Okay.
you are still blinded till the end of your turn.
Well, he just heard an arrow fly off and a creature yell in pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't think I need to know exactly where he is to, scream at him. He is screaming about how these guys are a bunch of cowards who go into battle expecting to die. So they're all ready to just explode in annoying flashes of light.
Okay. He takes a point of. He doesn't explode yet, but he does take a point of psychic damage. No. And at the end of your turn, you are going to be no longer blinded. Let's remove that eyeball from you.
And so I'm in range to get to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Would it be, here?
Yeah, he's running, like, looking over his shoulder, and he's like, no.
Or can I get here? I think
You
I
can get there, yeah.
Yeah, you can get there.
All right.
On your left. Or on his right, actually, but yeah.
Yeah.
And to go from using like dropping my shield and like using my sword as two-handed, does that take a bonus action or a normal action?
No, you can just drop the shield. Like, that would be a free action, dropping the shield, and then, yeah.
Okay, and then two-handing it is just...
Yep.
Okay.
Your armor class will drop to 16 until your shield is back in your hands, but yeah.
All right. And I am gonna whack him.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
He takes 8 points of slashing damage. Crying out, no!
Okay.
Okay, he is not disengaging, so once he moves away from your threatened area, you can make an opportunity attack on him. He looks like he's just going to, like, try... He's just crossing his fingers and hoping you don't hit him as he tries to dash away. So go ahead and roll an opportunity attack on him.
And that's just click on it like a normal attack?
Yep. That hits. He looks grievously wounded, but he is jetting. He's gonna lose 5 feet of movement jumping over this like tree that's down here, so he's gonna make it 55 feet. But he looks like really badly hurt. And that will end his turn. Percy.
I gotta see the range of my spells. Time to pull out the ruler. Alright. I am gonna move to here.
I can completely not see Percy in this stream. Let me fix that.
No, you can't see me.
No, you're good. You're good.
I rolled stealth.
The stream can't see. Yeah, you did. You rolled well.
Let's see. Oops.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Hit the wrong button. Let's go. So I was moving over here. I was swapping to my crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to aim at the one that's the most southern.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Actually, what's the range of a crossbow?
It's pretty good.
Like
I wanna make
crossbow.
Normal range is 80 feet. You can shoot, so that'll be like with a regular roll. You could shoot up to 320 feet. So between 80 and 320 would just be disadvantage.
Yeah, he's definitely within range.
Yeah, he is.
I was getting into 60. Probably didn't even have to move. But anyways, I'm going to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
This crossbow is kind of like a hand crossbow to me, so
Because you're so big. Yeah.
like extend one hand with it out. And
Mm-hmm.
then I'll roll my bless, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's 1d4.
That hits him.
Oh my God, we've been rolling 14s
Yeah.
like crazy, and I think that's their armor class.
6 points of piercing damage. What does it look like?
He like does this little acrobatic jump over the log, and then he's like, you almost see like this glee in his face that he's getting away,
Right.
and then just a little bolt just comes, ripping through the air, just straight into his back, and then just his face goes from gleeful to just dropping, and then like he knows what's about to happen, and he just fucking explodes.
Nice.
And then I shoot the other one. I'm just kidding. I had my turn.
Okay. This other one is running as far as his little darkling legs can take him. And it will be Kit's turn. Let me take a look at her vision. Let me see the Kit vision. She cannot see him, but she knows what direction he ran in. It's going to be out of range for her, so she's going to have disadvantage anyway. So she is going to fire a blind shot in the dark at disadvantage. He'll have +5 to his armor class, but like, why not shoot? Right? You never know. Big money. Well, he's got the +5 to his armor class.
Yeah.
He's, but so it hits a tree, and he kind of giggles. Like, you hear his his evil little, but it sounds pained. Like, and she'll stay by Sniva. She's not gonna ditch Sniva.
Well, Neva's not staying there.
Mm-hmm.
He is running to here,
Mm-hmm.
trying to see, where exactly he ran off to. He is going... Am I able to use Vicious Mockery against him if I can't see him? No. Well, he's still going to be shouting out his slander.
Right. Naragath.
I have like no ranged. How far can I throw a hand axe?
Probably 60 feet would be my guess. I'm going to look it up really quick. But I think it's I think the range is like something like 20, 60.
Okay, so it'd be at disadvantage.
Yeah. Hand axe is 20, 60. So anything after 20 feet would be a disadvantage anyway.
It's not worth it. I'm gonna kind of regroup
Okay.
because I, as far as I know, it's not over. So I'm gonna like get in between like these two. So if I have to go either way,
Sure.
end on there.
Okay, Percy.
Yee. I'm going to move to this location,
Mhm.
but as I'm moving there, I'm gonna like be looking
Mhm.
to see if I can see him. And my first step, I see him,
Okay.
so I'm going to shoot at him
Mhm.
with the crossbow again. Goodness. And then I still have bless, so
Mhm.
fucking blessed, man.
Yeah, so that hits him. Percy, what that look like?
Very similar to the last one.
Mhm.
Just another arrow or bolt rather, right in their back, and just poof. And as I see that my bolt lands, I put my hand up just to block the glare as he explodes.
Okay. Nice. All of the obvious threats appear to be gone. That will take us out of combat for the moment, at least. And I've got something for this, I think. I'm not going to go nuts looking for it. I could play that one.
Yeah. We all cheer.
All right, yeah, he is. These strange little creatures are all dead, and you can still hear something kind of like in the coming from over that direction by where you threw the torch. Just like,
Yeah. Moving my way that way.
I'm gonna move over and pick up my torch.
Mhm.
How do I light a torch on me
Just go to light sources.
and then torch?
Yeah, just make sure you highlight yourself first. Like, click on your token and then hit torch.
Okay. And I do pick up my shield before I do that.
Okay, yep.
So do I see webs?
Yeah,
Is that what
there
that is?
are a lot of webs in these trees, and there are two figures hanging from the webs. Let me reveal the other one.
Never will pick up his hat and follow Nergat.
So like I'm gonna go through the woods towards where it's at.
So is Kit, you see a whole lot of webs, and there is like I said, there are two figures in the hanging, all wrapped up in webs and stuff. One of them is trying to wriggle, and the other one is not. And there's a big pile of bones right there.
I'll move to the person in the webs and try to let them loose.
Okay. As you do that,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I mean, did I say that? I was...
Just that
What
was just a hypothetical.
What I meant was... I was thinking that.
I didn't start this fight.
Oh dear.
This spider drops down out of a tree and tries to bite you.
We all roll initiative.
Yeah, everybody roll initiative, yeah. At the moment, they have caught you by surprise, though.
Yikes. They're gonna probably be able to go twice before us, yeah. Whew.
I wonder if the music will be different this time. Sometimes it's a little different. Okay. So he's going to try and bite you, Percy.
Swing and a miss. Oh, fuck! I did!
Maybe. I don't know.
My blessed is not active still, is it?
Yeah, I'd say it's been less than a minute. Your bless is still active.
Alright.
I would say that fight was
I did cast
like
it
that.
not at the beginning,
Yeah.
like an idiot, but I had other things to do.
So I'll say it was like 2 turns from the time you cast it. Let's say like 2 rounds. Let's assume it took you another 2 rounds to get here, so 4 rounds. So there are still 6 rounds left on your bless.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna take 3 points of piercing damage, and give me the saving throw for the poison.
It's Constitution, right?
Yes. And you are still blessed, so you can add a d4 to that.
Yes, I can. Which will pass it no matter what, right?
Yeah. So that'll
So
be
I don't even need to- yeah.
6 poison.
So 9 damage total.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
And you lose your bless.
Rest in bless.
Okay. This spider is going to go skittering at Kit. And is going to try to bite her. And it hits. She takes 3 points of poison damage. And 3 points of piercing and 2 points of poison. Well, let me look at her character sheet really quick. She's a Lightfoot halfling. Yeah, okay. Alright. Kid is surprised. This other spider is going to come over here and try and bite Naragath. Because spiders, yo. I think... Oh, there it goes. That will miss. Sneeva is surprised.
Finally.
Percy is surprised. Naragath is surprised. Come on. Oh, All right, so that first spider is going to try and bite Percy again. This time he will not have advantage on that. Ugh, not that it matters. So he does 5 points of piercing. And give me a Constitution saving throw for the poison.
Yeah.
So you will take 7 poison, which drops you to 0 hit points.
I know living.
But no, you are not. You are stable. You are at 0 hit points,
Yeah.
and you're stable, but you're just laying there, paralyzed.
It was nice knowing you, my big friend.
He'll be all right. He'll be fine. Paralyzed, poisoned. Okay. This other wolf spider is going to attempt to bite. Jesus. Bites Kit. This is a mistake. For 6 points of piercing. I don't really think it's going to matter, but I'm going to roll it anyway. Yeah, she only takes half the poison damage, but she still drops to 0 and is paralyzed and poisoned. So she falls down unconscious. She won't do anything. Naragat, this spider's feeling like him and his boys are doing well, so he's gonna try and bite you. He doesn't. Sniva.
Well. I can attack with the rapier from there.
Mm-hmm. That will hit.
And I have advantage because tactics.
Mm-hmm. What do spider look like when it no more spider?
It looks like it's Or how big are they?
They are like the size of a medium-sized dog, I'd say. Maybe a little bigger than a medium-sized dog.
It looks like it got shish kebabbed on a stick from a charging lizard.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Percy, you're just laying there. Naragath.
Where did my character sheet go? So I'm gonna move. I can move here, right? This other body's hanging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can
Okay.
like walk under it.
Okay, and I'm gonna. I'll do all I can do and smack the spider with the stick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with the sharp
Right.
stick, I guess.
Yes, very sharp stick. That will just miss. So if someone's got a card they want to give you, or if someone in chat wants to spend some gold pieces to give you advantage.
Nope, I don't have anything.
Oh, I can. I think I can do this, right?
Yeah. Naragath, you have advantage. You hit.
Oh, hey.
Oh, and let me
Okay.
here. You know, let me. I'm gonna do a thing whenever that happens. We'll do. This noise.
Okay. So.
Okay. So that hits. For 5 points of slashing damage. It is hurt.
Okay. And that's all I can do.
Okay.
Oh, just see what Sinnoh did. Okay.
Alright. Spider is badly hurt. It is going to disengage and climb up into the webs out of reach. So we'll just put it here, but it's climbing up. 25 feet into the trees. So that's what the little wing with the 5 on it is for. 5 squares up. It scurries away. Bleeding. It's blood dropping down. This one is going to come over here and try and bite Sniva. It does not bite Sniva. Kit is still unconscious. Well, not unconscious, but paralyzed and poisoned. Sniva.
He's going to attack the one that just tried to bite him.
Mm-hmm. That will miss unless someone else wants to.
Yeah, because Kit is incapacitated, so pack tactics do not work.
Yeah. What's it look like when that one dies?
Well, kind of like the Darkling that tried to stab him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take a step back from the bite and sort of land right in between its many eyes.
That absolutely happens. You stab it between its many eyes, and it like spasms and like twitches and stuff. Percy, you are paralyzed and poisoned.
Is any way I could get this torch to burn the webs?
Yeah, absolutely.
That it's like climbing on, or like.
You can burn a 5-foot cube of webs in 1 round. So, just what you could reach with the torch, like it won't like travel up.
Okay.
But if you have anything ranged, I mean, you could do something to the spider itself without burning the webs. But you could definitely burn some of these webs.
Only thing I could really do probably is throw the hand axe, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you can throw the hand axe up there.
So I think the hand axe I have in here set up for attacks, those for strength based, and throwing it's not.
With a ranged weapon like that, with like a hand axe, javelin, something that you're throwing as opposed to shooting, you can basically choose if you're going to use the strength or the dexterity.
Okay, so I could. So instead of doing like a +3 attack bonus, I could use the +5 for my strength.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I can just click on this.
Yeah, you hit that spider with that hand axe. What'd it look like?
When I throw it, it takes out like 2 of its legs, and it just falls down.
Yeah.
Smashes on the ground.
It falls to the ground, missing legs. And that will once again take us out of the combat. So you guys see that Percy and Kit are down. I would say at the moment you don't really know what kind of shape they are in. Let me stop the fight music. You just know that they are down.
Will we have to do something like a medicine check to see exactly like?
Mm-hmm. Percy is moaning. Kit
Me
is
at
just
least.
kind of like laying there.
At least means he's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get any spell slots when I leveled up? Like the slots I can use?
You mean like additional spell slots, or?
Yeah, the slots remaining.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna. Unless you have something you could do.
I think I have one slot I can use, so he is going to. On Kit.
Okay. She seems like she might be slightly relieved. She's definitely got 7 hit points back, but she is still poisoned and paralyzed. She's still not moving, but you see like some of her wounds do close up.
It's never liked spiders.
I'm gonna try and roll a medicine check on
Mm-hmm.
Percy.
Okay.
Well, he was
Was
bit.
was that medicine check with your foot? Just like kicking me.
Yeah, like nudge, nudge, poking you with a stick.
God, that's probably as bad as you can gotten because I could have done something about it if it was a critical fail. Yeah, so I just kind of look at him as like, he was bit. That's about all I know. Alright. But it definitely seems like not from that. It's kind of just blatant. Like they're not moving.
Yeah, they're completely not moving. Percy is definitely like his eyes are open and he's making those moaning sounds.
I'm gonna drag him like away
Mm-hmm.
from the spider webs, so like all the way over here,
Okay.
because that seems like a good idea
Okay.
to get away from there right now.
Mm-hmm. The guy who is like still like awake and aware, like in the webs, he starts wriggling like even harder, like.
Yeah, hold on, I've got more important.
Never will try to carry Kit anywhere. Nerga. Put Percy down.
And once like they're all away from there, I'll go back
Okay.
and check on the dude who's obviously whining. And can I like clear his mouth, but not like cut him down fully?
Yeah. You could absolutely do that.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you clear the webs away from his mouth. They fall away from his face. He kind of looks like this. He looks like some sort of a smallish elf, like not a gnome, but like a like he's just not the tallest elf you've ever met. Oh, thank you. Are your friends still alive?
I think so.
If it's anything like what happened to me, they should be fine in about an hour or so. I think that's about how long I was paralyzed. I was counting the bones like a bone a second. There's a lot of bones.
Counting the bones.
Yeah, there's this big pile of bones here, like in the middle of the.
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's like
Yeah.
still the thing is like it's a little odd. All right, cool. I kind of like go to step away to like go tell Sneva.
No, please don't leave me here. I don't know if there are any more.
Sneva is going to pull out his instrument and very quietly start playing. Nothing too ridiculous, but kind of make it feel more homey for the two people who are awake but not able to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I cut him down, but like not cut him free, and then
Okay.
also drag him back.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I drag? Okay, there. So yeah, so I'll like drag him back over here, away from the spiders.
Okay.
And once we get back, I'll tell like Sneva and be like, he said they should be fine in about an hour. So we got about an hour.
An hour of waiting?
Yeah, I guess so. And turn to the guy and was like, I don't remember if you already said your name. So I don't, if you already told me your name, I completely forgot. Who are you?
I'm Orphan.
Nice to meet you.
Orphan. Lindy.
Well, nice to meet you, Irvin. So, what you doing out here?
I was exploring the gloaming wood, looking for any sign of missing a friend. He's been missing for quite a while from the town of Oakhart, and you know, people were just like, "Oh, if your friend's lost in the gloaming, he's probably just gone." No one would come with me, so I set out and I saw all the bones and the yeah, and there was like, you know, like stuff like scattered around the bones, like, you know, like old packs, things of that nature, rusted weapons. He's like, I saw that pile of bones and the webs, and I looked in the webs, I didn't see anything, and so I went to examine the bones to see if I could find anything that belonged to him, and they just dropped on me, and next thing I knew, I couldn't move, and I felt really bad, man, and they were wrapping me up, and they hung me next to that guy over there. He's pretty dead. All dried up, and they must have sucked all the juices out of him.
So you're just trying to find your friend.
Yes.
He might be dead. It sucks for him. And I kind of like start walking away and going towards the pack, like going to like back in here, keeping my eye and like trying to like watch to make sure nothing's gonna drop on me. But I kind of like gather up the packs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like bringing the stuff back out.
Give me a blind perception check, a blind roll perception check.
Okay. Input value.
For your bonus, whatever your perception bonus is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see like very small spiders, like maybe no larger than like a couple of inches, like moving around in the webs, but they seem to try to be avoiding you. That's all you see. You're able to gather everything up and drag it on back.
I just start going through it. laying out things.
Most of the things like the leather, like some of these guys were wearing like leather armor. Their weapons are ruined. They're rusted, and just the wood is like rotted. But there is a chain shirt that seems to have held up rather well. There is also here. I'll just post it like this. It'd probably be easier to do it this way. So you find 230 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces, 80 gold pieces, there is a polished stone sundial that looks like it might fetch a little bit of coin if to the right person. There is the chain shirt, which, like I said, seems like it's in pretty good condition. There is a small leather bag. It's rust colored, and it seems to have held up pretty well. It's not rotted like everything else. There was a ring on one of the hands, so let's just assume you grabbed it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, maybe the whole hand. I don't know. And I'll just post that in the chat like that.
Ooh.
I'll let Seno do the money math.
You're letting the kobold to handle the shinies.
No, I said Seno, not Sneva. And then I turned to Steve and was like, so should we just like set up a fire, wait for a little bit, eat while these guys get back up?
Sneva will, while still playing the instrument, kind of give a nod.
Okay. And so, like, from there, just set up and do like a short rest.
Sure. Okay, so during the short rest, those of you who are not poisoned and paralyzed can burn a hit die if you wish to regain some hit points. And because he is playing Song of Rest, you would regain an extra 1d6. That's if you choose to burn a hit die or two to regain some hit points. The gentleman, he's still bound, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you could cut me free.
Well, we got about an hour to see if what you said is true.
Oh, all right, fair enough. You'll see that it is. I promise you.
All right.
So at the end of the hour, you guys have taken a short rest. You'll get back anything you normally get back at the end of the rest, including some hit points from a hit dice or whatever. And, Percy, at the end of the hour, you have 1 hit point and you are no longer paralyzed and poisoned.
What happens to me?
You're no longer paralyzed or poisoned, and you have 1 hit point.
You cut out. I have what?
1 hit point.
1 HP?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're no longer paralyzed or poisoned. Same with Kit.
All right. So as soon as I see them start moving, I do cut them free.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I told you. I counted the bones.
Wouldn't Kit have more health because of the cure wound?
From the Song of Rest.
No, the
Cure wound that.
Oh yeah. You know, I gave her that. She's still got the 7. No, she's got the 7 she got. I thought maybe I just didn't subtract her hit points. I forgot about the cure wounds. Yeah, no, she's feeling quite spry. She gets up and she's stretching her arms and legs. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, she's cool.
Character sheet.
Spiders, she says. Oh, I'm so glad you guys came along before those things started to eat me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. No problem.
I have he reaches into his like shirt and he pulls out like a small bag of coins. He's just like, I have this. I have about 20 gold pieces in here if you as a reward.
Yeah. So just take it, split it between us.
Okay. And
Everything else.
I dropped my quarterstaff back there. You don't mind if I go pick it up, do you?
You dropped it where?
It's probably underneath one of those trees or maybe it's caught under some of those webs.
Sure. I'll go back and check.
Mhm.
So back over here.
Yeah, should I come
And-
with you or just
It's up to you. Want to
yeah.
just come back over where the spiders are, or
He looks around cautiously, but he's like, I really like that quarterstaff. It's very important to me. And he does see
Never
it
will.
under a tree. There it is.
Never will let him keep his the 5 gold that he would have given him.
Okay. I think Kit would probably take it. What do you think?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's give her another 5 gold here. Okay.
After we find it, I'm gonna ask Percy. Who's like, do you think we should cut this other dude down?
Maybe we can lay him to rest. It'd be better than leaving him here for those little spiders that are up in there. Oh. Ugh.
Did you say you were asking me?
Yeah.
No, I guess. Well, I'm not really over there, but I guess I could be getting up. My character's just a little out of it, so you just hear a.
Yeah. I'll cut him down. Like. like I said in chat, like my character's kind of like the wrong character, like personality wise, to be dealing with. Basic word is empathy. Yeah, so I'll cut him down and like cut him open and kind of go through the stuff that he might or might not have on him.
Yeah, what he's got on him is he has not been here as long as like these other bones. So he has got a pair of iron earrings in his ears. He is wearing a feathered vest, and he has a feathered mask. It's not like pulled over his face, but it's like up like on his like where his forehead would be. They seem like they're pretty cool. You know, I mean, like as far as like they're in pretty good shape.
What kind of feathers or what color?
They are all black feathers. If you would like to roll a nature check, you might be able to identify them. They are black feathers.
Those are black. Those are black feathers. Huh? Almost like a crow or a raven.
Oh, I know it's none of my business, but if I might ask, why are you traveling through the gloaming? Again, it may be none of my business.
We're trying to get to the tower. That's about it.
Moonreach Tower?
Yeah, the one. I believe that's what it's called. It's supposed to be on a lake or something.
It's yeah, in the hills just north of Crystal Lake. Oh. Again, it's none of my business, but do you have business with the druid there?
Maybe.
If I might accompany you, perhaps. I mean, as you said, it's likely, it's very likely my friend is dead. But I mean, if not taken by the spiders, those creatures I kind of saw you fighting. I mean, I had webs in my eyes, but it's I suppose it's possible that they got him. He wasn't much of a fighter. But perhaps this druid might know more. Maybe my friend made it to safety at the tower. I can't say, but it's possible. If I might accompany you, that'd be boss.
Sure, I don't have any problem with it if everyone else is fine with it. I'll I'll just head back and like because at this point like I'm done over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna and like as I'm going back like I'm telling him like I'm kind of just the muscle. You guys like I'm not good at the planning things. I don't know the doing stuffs other than the muscle stuff.
Right. All right. So, what is the plan? Most of you are fairly healthy, with the exception of Percy, who might need some more rest. You guys could take another short rest that he could take advantage of, or you could, completely up to you. You could make camp and try to take a long rest here in the gloaming.
At least short rest sounds good.
Okay.
That was my character. I was actually about to ask him my character. Like, so yeah, we should probably just sit around for a bit, let you guys wake up more.
Okay, then I'm going to have Kit burn a hit die, and you're still doing your Song of Rest, yes?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's 2 more extra die? Or 2
It's
more
an
extra
additional
points?
D6.
Oh, an additional d6.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
I'll roll for
Pretty solid.
Kit as well, even though she did get back up to full, but that would make her feel much better. All right, so yeah, so at the end of the next hour of resting, Kit and Percival have had a chance to bind their wounds, get some rest, get some deep breaths in.
You don't get any spells back, right?
I don't believe. No, you get your spell slots back at the end of a long rest.
Long rest, okay.
Yeah.
Some class features and stuff you can get back, but
Yeah, like warlocks, they have very limited spell slots, but warlocks get them back at the end of a short rest. Wizards get not all of their spell slots, but they'll get a couple back at the end of a short rest. But that's because they're more squishy.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll probably be a good place to end it. I assume that you guys are going to continue on towards Moonreach Tower.
More than likely.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice. Well, very good. You know, you plan these things, and it's just like, you know, use like encounter calculators, and it's like, yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. But sometimes those rolls just don't.
Yeah, spiders and me, the last two campaigns now, just fucking, they roll good against me.
You're spider bait.
Apparently.
Yeah. The dice were lucky on keeping me alive and Steve alive, because that could have been bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then Kit would have woken up all alone in a forest
Yep.
with 5 hanging things from a tree.
With no memory.
With no memory.
All I remember is entering a forest.
I was with my friends, and now they're all dead. My friends are dead.
Maybe that's this guy's story.
Yeah. Oh man, he was like the last. He was the only survivor of my last campaign who wasn't there one particular day, and he, like everybody else, like got killed by these spiders. And I was like, well, Frank's not here, so I can't kill his character, so he'll just wait for the next campaign to save him. But guys, thank you so much for playing. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Post most of the Twitches and Twitters in the chat there.
It was fun.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully, we will pick up next week. We will hear from KO and Prowler and see how well that works out. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be hard for us to do it, but we'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely, and we can. You know, it's a weekly game. If we skip a week, I mean, it's sad, but it's not like skipping a week on the bi-weekly games where it's like then it becomes like a whole month.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we may or may not be back next Thursday, but keep an eye out and we'll let you know. Thursday night, Legends of the Borderlands at 11 p.m. Eastern. Friday night, I will probably watch a movie, some sort of bad public domain movie. It'll be a movie night. And Sunday, we may or may not be playing Shrouds of Antonine this week, a week early, because of scheduling conflicts. So, but keep an eye on things, and I will let you know. Anyone else got anything they would like to plug? I mean, definitely go check out everybody else's Twitches and follow them on the Twitters. Follow, subscribe. Anyone got anything they would like to plug?
Oops.
Nada.
All right, then we are out. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Take care, everyone.
See you, everybody.